For my music album cover, I have decided that I'm going to use a pop music album artist. I will be making up my own, so my artist will be the character from my music video, Birds Set Free. To be able to do this, I will be looking at different album covers from various artists. I will also be looking at the Now That's What I Call Music albums, because they have many different pop songs in them, and the pictures and logos, they're all very different. The only thing that is kept the same on that album is actually the title. From this, I can gain inspirations and ideas for my own albums and incorporate them into my own. To find out what the audience would like from an album cover, I will be doing questionnaires and focus groups. In these focus groups, I will be handing out pictures of different albums and asking them what they do and don't like, and I will give them an idea of what I am thinking of for my own album. I'm not quite sure what that is yet, but I will develop ideas once I start researching. And once I've given them the focus group my ideas, I'll be able to ask them what they do or do not like about those ideas. I'll be able to ask for advice and criticism. The conventions of what is on a pop music album are very few, and they're very easy to go with, I believe. Of course, you have to have the name of the artist, which every album from everywhere will need. You will need the name of the artist or the group. This is to create an image, and it's also for the target audience to see the name. So if a person or if an audience member is walking along in a shop and they find an album and it's from a certain artist that they like, they are easy to find it because their name is on it. The name is usually big and bold, so it's easy for the audience to see. Of course, you also have to have the name of the album, and in the name of the album is often what the artist is thinking. It may be linked to one of their main songs, and it may also give an insight of what the album may contain. Of course, on an album cover there is a main image. This can be anything from a portrait to a logo, and there is always going to be some sort of image to get the audience enticed in the album. Pop artists or bands tend to have a portrait of themselves. One Direction, they had a portrait of all of the 5 lads in a sunny location. Cheryl Cole, she has often put herself on her album covers, as has Justin Bieber. And this also puts a message across, and it can also give an insight of what the artist was feeling at the time while making this album. Some albums may have age restrictions due to language or phrases in a song. I know that 50 Cent, on his albums, there are different age restrictions due to the language that is contained in his songs. So, however, I don't think I will be using any age restrictions. Of course, on every album, people want to know what songs are on the album, so I will be making a list of songs to go with the album and the image of my artist. I can't say just yet what my album cover will look like, as I need to do some more in-depth research, but I can say that all of these conventions will be included into my album cover. I'm not too sure if I will be using the age restrictions, as my youngest target audience is 13 years old, and if to have language in it would not be suitable for them. This does not mean that a younger person would watch or listen to the album or even buy it, because 13 is still a young age, but people younger than 13 can still get access to the internet and watch and see whatever they like. I would like to make my album and music cover appropriate for all ages.